Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. You can see I still got my robe on from a previous presentation, and that's because I got one what we call back to back. I would like to speak on for a moment or two, if you will allow me, the American flag. We're having some real big troubles right now that the president has focused the camera on, and that's the flag. What the flag means, how the flag is so much more important than the people. This is at least the symbolism that is put over on the national TV for the American people. And you got people believing that that piece of rag is more important than shooting down a person in the street. That piece of rag is more important than the person down the street who's homeless. That piece of rag is more important than a person whose house just got wiped out by a flood and can't get it fixed. That piece of rag, my friends, is better than your life. And you have accepted that. You have bought into that. But let me tell you, well, I wish I had a coin in my hand right now, but I don't. But even a piece of bacon. This right here is a piece of bacon. Now you probably can't see it too good. But there's this side of the bacon, and there's this side of the bacon. Now if you can see this side is more brown. The texture is ready, more crispy. On this side, it's a little bit not so crispy, but it's good as a piece of bacon. My point is that even the flag got two sides. And what you already always being lifted up before you is the one side that serves the purpose of the one who's presenting the flag. To you, they tell you that the flag represents people who've given their lives, died for your freedom. That this is why you can go and do things the way you can do. This is how you can stand up in public and voice your opinions about things without being this and that, because the flag has guaranteed this to you, right? And at the same time you're being told that there's somebody trying to set you down for doing exactly what they just told you the flag allowed you to do. So I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, you can say that the flag benefits you, but what does that mean? That means that a lot of pain and suffering has gone down. And somebody had to play a part in it on this side. And in killing and being killed and all of the propaganda you've been fed to support your actions that are ungodly, this flag represented. You know, people will tell you about this flag, but they don't tell you about God. They will tell you got to pay allegiance to this flag, but no allegiance to God. See, the flag represents man's ideology. The flag represents what man has told you to do and you have done it. It doesn't represent what God has told you to do, because what God has told you to do has no factor in anything that Americans are doing. God is dead, according to the American people. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You might look at that because America has been held as one of the most prosperous states in the world. Some have said it is the most prosperous. I don't know if that's true or not, but it has been held as such. So what does that basically mean in relationship to the people, and not just of America, but the people of the world? Let's look at this flag. And all your richness, and all the stuff that you say you die for, on the other side of that flag, ladies and gentlemen, that flag represents hate. That flag represents division. That flag represents death. Because for every benefit that you have or that anybody got that's superior to that of another, they used something, motivation to do it. What that means? That means that if you've got more than another nation, chances are it's because you have exploited that nation. When you look at people, nation, let's use Africa for example. Some of the poorest people in the world live in Africa. And Africa is one of the most prosperous and wealthiest nations on the face of the earth. But where is that wealth going? It's going to other places. People who exploit it. It's going to the United States. It's going to Russia. It's going to China. It's going to everybody that's over there ripping those people off in the name of their flag. Their flag is allowing them to do this. But on that side, it's death, it's hate, it's envy, and it's nothing but division. That division makes it possible for all these things to take place. You don't want to go to South Africa? Let's go back here so you can really see it. You remember when those elitists came over here on some claim to find a way to get some spices or travel around the globe one way and come up another, trying to get to here or there. Make a story short, they came here. They made friends with the people that were here. And rather than go back really and just say this is a great nation and we all create friendship with this nation, no, you go back and say, well, you don't say too much of anything. You get friendly with the people who are here, the natives. And when they accept you as friends, then you drop every plan that you had for the plan that you really had. And that is to take their land. Take their land, put them in little small camps, while in the process killing them every time you got a chance to, calling them savages. Well, the American people got more land. This is the flag. We send people out there to take these people land. This is the flag. And so you got land. You think you're special now. They convince you that you're important, that your God loves you because he gave you land. Screw the other people. Then that wasn't sufficient enough. You got all this land. You need somebody to work it. So you go other places. Try to convince people that you're their friends. They drop their guard down. Next thing you know, you're stealing their people, hauling their people. What you're doing, selling them into slavery, the same as they're doing it today, but on a mass scale a long time ago. Bringing those people in here, separating them from everything that they understand for one purpose, and that is to serve you, to make sure that you can grow prosperous. That's your flag. Prosperous for you. But on the other end of that flag, you're calling death and destruction to other people. They don't tell you that. And when they do mention that, if it does slip out, it says for your benefit. Let's bring it down a little bit closer. Right now, look at all these countries that we're in. Let's say Afghanistan. They say they're just sending 3,000 more troops over there. So let me ask you this. What has being in Afghanistan got to do with your life? What is being in Afghanistan got to do with your life, with your going to bed and waking up in the morning time? Over there. What is it over there for? It's over there to exploit and scheme for the benefit of corporations. You, the people, you just think that it's for you. It's not for you. It's for those elitists trying to get more money and ripping people off and causing death and confusion. And 3,000 more soldiers have just been sent over there to support this claim, to kill folks if you don't bend down and give us what we want and act like we want you to act. Or be killed if they stand up to you. And then they'll come back and tell you this is what your flag is doing. We got this stuff because your flag. And don't you dare disrespect this flag. And people are dying on this side and the other side because of your flag. Hate, division, and death. Don't you forget that. Keep on bragging about your flag. Keep on saying that your flag is more important than people. Keep on saying that your flag is superior to God. And I guarantee you, your God is going to lose. It might take some time, but your God is going to lose. Let me give you an example. Texas, Florida, the Keys, and out there off that coast, those little islands out there. You ask those people, I don't care how rich they were, and there were many of them out there super rich, got all kinds of benefits from the flag. But you look at them now, and they are saying, we can't get water. We can't get food. What do you think is going to happen in a few minutes if things don't brighten up? There's going to be killing and slaughter and all kinds of things, people fighting each other for whatever they can find that would help them survive. And that is what? That is what pain and suffering is. That's the same kind of pain and suffering that those people who are out there talking about we're the greatest nation and we're going to look out after ourselves. This is the preamble for setting up this kind of stuff that it appears is going to have to happen to you before you wake up. But that spirit that you can't see, you can't touch, you can't feel, that is responsible for the building of the earth, that is responsible for your existence, that is responsible for presenting the materials necessary for you to exercise your gift so that every human being on the face of the earth can survive by having those survival requirements met: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and a job. See, the Father already gave you the body and every kind of instrument in it that you need to take care of itself. Already gave you the air and stuff like that you really can't control that. But you can control the food, clothing, shelter, and education. And the way you do it is by having a job so everybody can participate in it. And everybody can be just like in heaven. But you got somebody around here saying, I'm better than that. And better than that means lying and cheating and stealing and taking from others. And if you are satisfied with that, if you're not trying to straighten things up to make sure that everybody just like you have food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and a good life, if you're not doing that, you are a part of the problem. And I don't care if you're my wife, my mother, my daddy, my sister, you are part of the problem. And somebody needs to tell you. That same flag that you think is so darn important is the same reason that so many other people are suffering. You better think about that. All of you, black, white, men and women, young and old, before it's too late. Bye-bye.